So a film was brought to my attention recently by one of my favorite YouTubers.
You stole something from me. Bring it back or your son's not coming home.
They said it was just gonna be an easy grab.
It ain't no easy grab. They got teeth.
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. I'm not making that up. That's what it actually says on the IMDb.
No way! I gotta check this out.
Prank, baby. Yeah. You just pranked, bro.
I get that it's a joke, but it seems that all the hype around it is it being called Black Taken. It superficially resembles the thing you're comparing it to, but it's nothing like it. Because if you've actually watched them, you'd go, no, it's not Black Taken. Sleepless has Jamie Foxx's son being taken away from him. In Taken, Liam Neeson's daughter is taken away from him. And that's all these movies have in common. Personally, this film fails in 3 ways. There's already a Black Taken, this film is nothing like Taken, and it's nothing like the film it actually is a remake of. If we went Sleepless versus Taken, Sleepless would get knocked the fuck out. So let's eviscerate this movie. Somebody give me a fat beat. I got enemies, I got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy.
This guy gonna give me $9,000 for one single piece of pussy. It must be Ferrari pussy.
There was already a cute little film way back in 2014 called The Equalizer, starring perennial badass Denzel motherfucking Washington. This was around the same time John Wick came out. You could compare it to John Wick, but really it's more like Taken. Stop me if you've heard this one. Retired old person has a shady past that hints at an underlying badassery.
Yo, Pops, bet you didn't have to push no dollies at your old job, did you?
Guilty as charged.
Tomorrow's job, right here. 4 hours work, $2,500 just for taking some pop diva to and from her concert.
Don't doubt yourself, son. Doubt kills. Get up. Come on, get up.
How about this? How about if I go along? You won't even know I'm there. I'm very good at being invisible.
Has a paternal relationship with a young person.
Dad!
Oh, my darling. Hello, my sweet. Happy birthday.
I was just telling your father how we arranged the presents.
Here.
Sweetie, I think it's bad manners to open one and not the other. Oh, cool. A karaoke machine?
Well, I figure she wants to be a singer.
When she was 12, Brian. We've moved on.
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, my pleasure.
You catch that fish yet?
Jazz hooked it.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. It's a big fish. Didn't know if he could hang on, though.
I don't know.
Tooth and nail right now.
Yeah, well, maybe he's just too old. I bought a little machine for making demos.
Well, I bet you're good.
What makes you say that?
Intuition.
Young person is taken away by a bunch of fuckers that have no redeeming qualities.
Slavi, у меня ударил, alright?
This guy gonna give me $9,000 for one single piece of pussy. It must be Ferrari pussy.
If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
He fucking kills them all to save the youngling. To be fair, Equalizer isn't a one-to-one copy of Taken. The girl is the inciting incident in Equalizer, but he does go on some other adventures, helping out his friends, and he gets caught up with the Russian mafia eventually as the story goes along. But the girl isn't the main focus of the story, as opposed to Taken, which has that stronger focus in the narrative.
Please get her back to me, Brian.
First, I have to find her.
Having said that, I still think Equalizer is more of a Taken movie than fucking Sleepless. So why isn't Sleepless a Taken movie? First, he's not retired. Second, he doesn't kill all of them. Third, he's not likable. And lastly, he doesn't go evil enough. The first two things are pretty obvious.
It's okay. I'm undercover.
But the last two, they're what make the Taken movies Taken. Taken does something very disturbing. It lets us root for a guy that tortures people.
I need you to be focused.
His maniacal pursuit of the one thing most precious to him has him do Krav Maga, kill people, break laws, kill people, torture people, kill people, shoot a defenseless woman, kill people, almost kill his daughter. But at least we get to root for him.
I just wanted to give Kim her present. Big smile, sweetie. That's my girl.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yow! Pranked, baby!
It helps that he's likable and the enemies he's up against have no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Sunday, you kissed my water. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
It's easy to sympathize with him, but it works. Meanwhile, Angry McFuckface is unlikable to begin with. He's a robber who's not even good at his job. He fails to put his mask back on even after it's been taken away from him. He has no concept of cover until he's shot. And the only reason they survived was the cops were coming. If they had enough time, or they bothered to just run them over, they would be dead.
Pure skill!
They show immediately after this that he has this board, which implies that he's in some sort of investigation. But he's still kind of a piece of shit, even after that.
What's up? What kind of ring is this?
It's an engagement ring.
It's from Dave?
Yeah, it's Dave. Who else?
What are you doing? Is this somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with him? You thought this?
Yeah, Dave shows up. Dave takes care of your son.
How many times he shows up? He ain't his father. I'm his father.
Car got a shots fired call. These responding officers report casings everywhere, and I mean everywhere.
Oh, we'll take that. Me and Cass.
No, I'm giving it to Emerson and Flanagan.
You want Cagney and Lacey to take it, or you want to get us off?
Why you gotta be so rude? So when he does evil shit, or when shit happens to him, might go, oh, I guess he kinda deserves it. Also, what's the worst thing he's ever done in the movie? He tries to choke this woman out.
Tactical nuke incoming!
But the character kinda deserves it. Which is not to be said with the original version, which I'll get to later. This script was actually made from a French film. The French film this was based on can be seen in IMDb. It's a remake of Sleepless Night, Nuit Blanche, which is a far superior film to Black Taken, Revenge of the Fallen. See, it does things right, like respect the intelligence of its audience. Like the introduction of this bad guy. He has a counterpart in Black Taken, Electric Boogaloo, the introduction of his character is not so subtle.
I am sorry. Okay.
A friend of mine gave me some cell phone records. From your phone to the DEA.
That wasn't me.
Do you get it? He's evil. Do you get it? I'll put an endorsement by Satan. Do you get it yet? His counterpart in the French movie is more subtle.
C'est un très bon produit en ce moment. Fedec.
J'ai 10 000 conneries sur le feu là, José. J'ai attendu toute la journée.
Panique pas, c'est une question de seconde.
Je panique pas, mais je me dis que ta boîte...
He just fucking appears. There's no evil grandstanding here, motherfucker. The framing suggests that the bad guy is scared of this fuck. You know the main bad guy that took your kid? If the bad guy is scared of this fuck, you should pay attention. The French film is paced better and is smarter overall. Both versions of the hero get stabbed, but the contexts are different. Here he gets stabbed during the robbery. Before he gets to treat it, he finds out he could be identified.
Tu déconnes, Vincent. Je t'emmène chez un couseur, moi, s'il faut.
Non, j'irai plus tard. Tu vois pas tout ce qui nous tombe dessus. On y retourne.
Où ça?
Bah là-bas, on va faire le ménage.
Ah, mais tu débloques?
The problem was they did the robbery in the middle of the street. So the likelihood of them getting identified is very high.
Celui sans cagoule, ça pourrait être un type comme vous.
Vous êtes sûr?
En fait, vous lui ressemblez drôlement.
Ah ouais?
And then after that...
Ouais, Julia, je peux pas te parler là. Ouais, j'entends pas ce que tu dis. Thomas, quoi?
BAM! We got your kid!
Ouais, Thomas, je suis là. Est-ce que ça va?
Give us the drugs, bitch! He gets the drugs, it's nighttime, let's go! In Black Taken, The Desolation of Smog, he gets stabbed during his son's kidnapping. And it was in the middle of the afternoon, so there's no real reason why he couldn't get it checked beforehand. Okay, to be fair to Sleepless, you could argue that Sleepless Night also had a moment where the hero can actually get his wound checked. But Sleepless Night was smart enough to not show the outside after he finds out his son was taken away from him. So the next time you see our hero, it's already nighttime, meaning that from the moment he has to take the drugs and from the time he gets to the club, that's all he did. In Black Taken, Curse of the Wolf, he finds the time to argue with his partner
You fucked up.
and then get the drugs to the club, which makes him look dumb. Hey, why not get the wound treated so you can save your son properly? And there was really no real reason why he should go back to the crime scene. It was a backlot, so no one could actually have seen him, except for the actual bad guys, which he should have wear his fucking mask.
Looking for this?
Looking for everything.
It's police issued and there's more of them. Looks like the same gun killed the big guy.
Okay, so that's all you got, huh? Government issue?
Government issue? So what, motherfucker? The fact that you showed up with a bruised face,
I'm happy with this. This is a place that pays attention to details.
replacing detectives that were assigned to the case.
I thought Emerson and Flanagan were assigned to this case.
He fucking left the mask. How new are you? Ralph Senpai also notices something.
So Michelle Monaghan is following Jamie Foxx and then sees Jamie Foxx put like half the cocaine in the ceiling because Jamie Foxx only wants to give the guy half of his cocaine so that he can get his son back. But it turns out that doesn't work because that's stupid.
But they handled it very well in Sleepless Night. See, in Sleepless,
Where are my drugs?
Where's my son?
they show the son first, before Jamie Foxx can give the cocaine. In Sleepless Night, he only gives a part of the drugs, and then demands to see his son.
C'est qui ces mecs? Pourquoi est-ce qu'ils me retiennent?
Thomas, ça va, on s'en va, c'est fini.
Non, faut d'abord qu'ils me rendent mon portable, lui.
Ouais, ils vont te le rendre ton portable.
Bon, allez, maintenant, ça suffit, tous les deux. Allez, ramène-le.
Which makes him look smarter, because there's really no guarantee that his son is still alive. And by giving the drugs first, he has some measure of control over the situation, unlike Jamie Foxx, who appears like a little bitch. So at least it appears that the hero knows how to operate under shady circumstances. See how changing the sequence of events can make it a better film? Speaking of changing shit, Black Taken, The Search for Spock, changed so much in the remake that it doesn't make sense. Like this argument here. In Sleepless Night, they had an argument because the little guy doesn't want to give the drugs back. He needs the money. In the remake, they have a fight over nothing.
You were stealing from Novak. You got us fucked up in some Novak shit.
I didn't know that.
How you not know? I need that bag. Hey, listen, you know I wouldn't do that shit on purpose. So what you doing? Hey, man, I didn't know. Man, I love Thomas like he my own. Hey, one day. Hey, listen, I understand you upset. Man, I fix it.
So the guy is actually sorry that shit happened. And he even agrees to get the bag for Jamie Foxx. This whole argument just makes Jamie Foxx look like an unlikable, unrepentant piece of shit. And the film agrees with me.
You stupid shit.
And this guy is actually helping. He's never shown to be talking to the traitor guy until at the end.
It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Does Vincent Downs know who I am? Go fuck yourself.
So rude! It's also interesting to note the difference between the American version and her French counterpart.
Why did she even take the coke? I don't understand.
You moved evidence without properly conducting an investigation?
I moved evidence because it needed to be moved.
Why?
In the French version, she also moves evidence, but there is a crucial difference.
Ouais, vous touchez surtout pas la cam.
C'est-à-dire que je l'ai planqué.
Planqué.
À côté.
À côté.
Oh, vous allez pas répéter tout ce que je dis là, je l'ai planqué à côté.
Chez les femmes, pareil, au-dessus du faux plafond.
Qu'est-ce qui vous autorise à déplacer une preuve à charge toute seule?
She realizes that she fucked up. Meanwhile, in America...
I moved evidence because it needed to be moved. I'm waiting out front for you.
It's like whoever made the remake wanted these characters to be unlikable as possible. And as the film goes along, you realize that the French version of her character is a good guy. She shows concern for her superior. She took initiative in taking the drugs because she thought it was the right thing to do. I guess you could say that her American counterpart is also looking for justice, is also doing good things. But why did they make her such a bitch?
They found government-issued bullets at a crime scene, so can I go do my job or do you want to keep talking bullshit?
What are you doing? This is the men's room. Okay. There was a guy banging around just like you in that one. You should have said he was black, 6 feet tall, banging around the stalls. Then I would have known who you were talking about.
Well, thanks. I'll work on my descriptions. You okay? You want to talk to someone?
Fuck you.
So when she gets choked the fuck out, I go...
Experience tranquility.
Okay, maybe a piece of shit person might not deserve what's happening here. But the thing is, I don't feel that she's a person. It's a caricature of a person. It's like she's a ball of hatred.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Fuck you!
In the French version, her defiance comes from a good place. That we are shown she's not an unlikable bitch. And when the hero is throwing her around, it took me into an uncomfortable place.
Mon sac.
On sait que vous trafiquez avec les martiens.
Mon sac, connasse.
C'est vrai, ça, il est où ce sac?
Prends l'air avec ton zèle de débutant dans l'action!
Il est où ce sac?
Je vous crois pas. Qui c'est qui vous a mis là-dessus?
Stop hurting my wife! Also, they revealed early on that this guy is a traitor.
Réglo, et maintenant il fait machine arrière. Mais je fais quoi, moi? Hein? Il y a ce type que j'ai buté. T'es en boucle. Tu me fais chier. Hein? Tu me fais chier.
Which makes the interactions with his partner layered. Because you know he's playing her.
Un type qui plante 10 kilos de cocaïne, là où on les a trouvés, c'est un pourri de chez pourri. Il n'y a pas d'autre mot. Tu as fait du très bon travail.
So when she realizes that she's been betrayed and he's being a corrupt cop, it has some weight. Meanwhile, the reveal of him being a bad guy in America comes out of nowhere. It's a problem when you make the most level-headed, likable guy in the cast suddenly be a bad guy. When you do this, it comes across as cheap. Oh, the good guy is actually a bad guy! Oh no! I could go on about how the ending was changed to an absolute shit show, except for this one scene. Or how this fight is more interesting and engaging because it's a goddamn slobber knocker. But I'll show you the most important thing Sleepless Night did right. It makes us root for Vincent. Here he shows that he cares about his son.
J'ai un boulot infernal, tu peux le comprendre ça?
Ouais. Julien aussi, il a un travail difficile. Moi aussi. Tout le monde. Je m'en fous de toute façon.
Here, he shows us the importance of consent. Here, he hallucinates his son. Because he's losing blood. So you got that authentic desire to see his son safe. That and the other humanizing moments make us like him. So we root for him. We want him to win. Unlike the Jamie Foxx version, he reveals he's undercover as if that's gonna be an excuse for all the bullshit he did. It doesn't work because you're still a fucking prick. He also doesn't really show emotion when he's saving his son.
What's going on?
It's gonna be okay.
We get a perpetual look of constipation that's supposed to be concern. I think Jamie Foxx read the script and knew how much of a shitty character he was given, so he didn't act. And Jamie Foxx can fucking act.
Acting is more than an art. It's a way of being. People think acting is just about saying words.
I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street.
What a story, Mark.
How badly did Sleepless fail? It's not Taken. The appeal of Taken is that we are shown a man who becomes a force of nature. It's not Nuit Blanche either. The appeal of that movie was seeing a man struggle despite injuries, despite all this bullshit that is thrown at him, to save his loved one. In Sleepless, I don't want to see him struggle. Okay, that's not true. To a certain extent, I do want to see him struggle. They made a remake without understanding why the shots were there or why the characters were developed as such. There you go. That's it for this weekend, guys. I hope you enjoyed that evisceration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.